Good morning. Good morning. Only you are available. Okay. I'm just posting it on Discord. 1 second. Hi, give me a moment to start. 1 second. So many groups I have. I have to share it in every group. 1 second. Okay. So, how are you doing? You took any setup today? YouTube Live is kind of boring. Kind of boring. People take time to join and no music and at all. I can play even like I can play music on another screen till the time people join. So that at least who joined earlier, he should have something to entertain himself, right? And I have these many groups that I have to share it into every group, and it takes almost 10-15 minutes of my time. Ben is saying, haha, it's up to you. I don't mind. I'm just driving right now. That's great. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the music if you're driving, right? Hi, Shajil. Hi, how are you? So let us start. I think let me have a sip of coffee so that I have energy, because almost it's been, I hadn't sleep since almost 36 hours by now. The weekend was so much hectic, so much pending work with the tasks that I've assigned because I have posted about the Elite Alpha kind of thing, like the trading program. Because of that, I got very good response, and I'm so thankful. Even because initially I have started to start with very small, very few people with that program. Just give me 1 second. I, yeah, sorry. So initially I wanted to start with very small, very few people, but I got enough response. So maybe I'm gonna divide them into two portions. Or I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna manage. That's why I've asked them for the few days so that I can align everything, and then I can be able to manage. So the market, the market looks fine, but the thing is that the price action it's not the kind of price action on BTC that I normally like actually. But what I was telling you guys is that if the market, why is my screen like the corners are black? Like I'm feeling something is missing, and it's because of that. Do somebody knows like how to? It's a dark theme. Okay, now I get it. Yeah. Oh, Megan, why the color is changed? Okay, let it be. One second. Let me do it once again. Oh my God, man. It was fine before what I did. Now I cannot revert. Anyways, let us see this chart. When face came. Okay, you want my face to came in front of you? Why you want to see my face? It's better for you to look at the charts. Look, BTC right now is absolutely fine. Like there is no need to worry about that. Why? I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you the reason because people will not going to stop shorting the market. The retailers, the normal retailer thinks that the market is going up. That doesn't mean that it's not going to come down. That is the normal thinking, and they're right. They're extremely right about it. That market cannot go on a straight channel like this, which it is doing right now, almost 8 days of continuation. But as a as a point of view, if I'll tell you, it's extremely amazing thing that we saw over here. What BTC did was something amazing, something phenomenal, and we needed such sort of continuation in the market, because previously after just like 1 or 2 days the moves fade, and then the whole week of 10 days, 15, 20 days of consolidation, then big correction, sell off. This is not the kind of market that gives us money. This is the kind of market that'll give us money. But if we see altcoins, like altcoins hardly have performed or did anything miracle. Like if you see ethereum, even if you see solana, so no such continuation like BTC. Because BTC, we need BTC to be stronger. Why I was saying to you, I was telling you guys that I want this dominance thing to go to these highs, to retest this what do you say this, yeah, 60% this area. I want dominance to do this so that I'll be more confident into playing my alt positions for the longer play, for the I can hold that for quite some time. I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, I also wanted to show my face to you all, but the thing is that I cannot do that because of some reasons. But maybe in future, if I'll plan something about it. But for now, my charts will be more than and good enough for you guys to, analyze, understand the market. If charts are looking good, then my face will wouldn't be a problem for you. So yeah, so what I was saying, that I need BTC dominance to go further up, to and I need R's to lag more, because you know if BTC dominance will be going up, you don't have to care or worry about BTC right now. Why? Because BTC is like this is the high, which is 125, 120. I'll also tell you how we can play these moves on altcoins, right? You need to understand this. This is a very important stream. Like this will be a very important live stream for you to understand one thing, that we'll play small we'll play small moves right now. But the thing is, the way we have buying on the market on these dips, like when market give us this kind of dip, we bought like 30-40%. It 30-40% for me is very heavy. And then on a retracement, I think on this, no, I have booked very small. But on this thing, we booked more, we added more, 30-40-50%. So that means like 80 to 90% in the market is a heavy buying, right? We need these kind of things to invest heavy. But if the market is over here, like if the market is over here and will be staying over here, uh, Give me 1 second. Somebody's messaging me constantly. Let me mute it. Actually, it's not somebody, but someone have joined Alpha, Elite Alpha. So I need to give him the reply. Okay, so what I was telling you guys was that I needed BTC. Even if BTC will be, going over like over here, and we see it, settling above these highs, and market will be staying above this. So then we can plan on the breakouts. But you need to understand one thing. I'll just tell you my psychology, my way of approaching the trades. Like if I'll be buying on the breakouts, or if I'll be adding the positions into some rejections over here or whatever. So I'll add small, like my out of my 100% portfolio, I'll be investing, you can say, roughly like 3 to 4% here. And maybe when it breaks, it'll give me retest another, I'll add more 2 to 3% with the strength. On strength, I'll be adding. This is how I accumulate when market is on strength and not giving me the pullback. As I told you already, from here, from this point of 108,000 towards 120,000, we have got the big, like the continuous big moves. Like if you see this from after 120,000 towards here, this is not a move. This is just a squeeze. Like people who are shorting, market is going up, squeezing them, then coming back again here. So this is exhaustion. Like the sellers are coming in, providing the exhaustion, and like providing exhaustion to the market. But there is no as I told you, like there is no sign of any weakness that market will be dropping from here, or it's gonna give us another spike up, and then we're gonna give us any dip or any uh, because in bull market, the sell-offs are brutal. And as I was telling someone yesterday, that it's not about taking the right entries in the bull market. It's about taking the right exit, which is the most important thing that you need to understand. When things are looking wonderful, as I told you, BTC is looking absolutely phenomenal, like absolutely wonderful, and there is no signs of weaknesses. The thing is that when everything looks amazing and good, ready to go, ready to go upside, at that time, I try not to jump in, because what I see, most like 90% more retailers are seeing that too. So this is what reverse psychology acts into your trading. When you start thinking that now market is looking good, and when market was looking bad, what we were doing, what I was doing with you, we were buying. When people were, waiting, okay, now don't invest anything. Okay, if you want to invest 50% at 107,000. Market haven't retested that till now, and it's at 125,000. Millions of people who have millions of followers on X, you know they were screaming for 104,000. This was their level. Even this was my level too. But that doesn't mean that I was not buying from here. I was live with you from day one. I was buying from this. Even we have bought this break of structure from on my Binance. What is that? Yeah, private. When we don't have a Discord, when I just have, like, I don't think at that time even I have the WhatsApp channel too. Yeah, I just had at that time my X profile and only the Binance private chat group that we had. So we even bought this break of structure. When market rejected from here and goes inside, we even bought that, but on a retracement we exit, I think, over here. Yeah, I think this, I'm not exactly sure, or maybe on a lower time frame. That was a 4 hourly chart. 1 second, let me show you. When was that? I totally forgot. And market, this one, yeah. We bought this. It was a weekly open. This level was a weekly open, and when I saw this on 1 hour, 1 hour, the rejection and market, it not over here. This was, I think, the weekly open. I don't exactly remember. I'll show you the weekly. When I'll open the weekly chart, I'll show you exactly why I took this entry. So when I saw this, the rejection on the 1 hourly, so this was not even a like a, it was no stop loss. Like I took the entries when BTC was at 115,200 and the bottom was at 108. So this was almost at a break even. I was taking the entries because this was the weekly open. My I was eyeing for this sweep, this low break of structure to sweep, to take entries on for retracement. But I took it over here on weekly open. Market rejected on the from the weekly open and take these like this low and get inside over there. So I told the group that to buy over here. But when I saw the rebound, that was very weak on lower time frames. It was almost kind of what most people say a bearish flag, but I don't consider patterns or flags or these kind of stuffs. I more consider the reaction from the levels, the rebound from the levels, how the market is reaching towards the level. People will, form a Fibonacci from like, oh yeah, it's under five. Like most of the shorters, you know what, how market traps. Most of the shorters were waiting for these levels. From here, they're gonna sell it from this level. But what market did, even the buyers who bought it, they were waiting for this level to take the profits. And what market did, so this is the kind of trap that you need to understand, that market doesn't reward the majority. As an example, if on this level, on this level, if the whole crypto market have almost 70% buyers. One second. If we were on this level, market has 70% buyers and 30% sellers. So what market will do? Market will give 100. If market have to give $100 to each 70 sellers, and market has to give $100 to these 30 buyers, so market will prefer to give $100 to these 30 people rather than this, like rather than 70 people. So this is how, the psychology reacts or hit. But nobody knows that whether on this level there are 70% sellers, or like majority are buyers or sellers. So how you will trade it, like if you'll think so deeply, you're going to make yourself confused. So you need to be stick to your plan and execute your trades onto the basic structural level. And that's where, the major liquidity lies. People create so many trend lines, like they'll create these lines, like it doesn't really matter. Like people, you see this, like there is like no sense to draw the trend lines. Trend lines only, decides like whether market is squeezing for a certain play or not. But trend line doesn't mean anything for me. They haven't, proved me uh, any single point, because trend line works well. How they works well, when they're aligning with the levels, with the structures, with the confluences like Fibonacci, like with the divergence, and with most of the things, like they works well with that. They doesn't work only like over here. There's no level. There is no level at these highs, right? So the trend line won't work unless it's not matching with the some sort of, demand and supply level. Demand and supply is something very important that most just most don't understand. Most thinks that demand is like, this is the demand zone, and the supply is like, this is the supply zone. Most will understand the demand and supply like this, but demand and supply is not like this. We need to understand that market, why people assume this as a bullish flag, and why people assume this as a bearish flag. Can somebody tell me? Let me see some comments. Like, First, tell me about this that I asked, that why people consider this as a bearish flag or the bull flag. What is the reason? Like most influencers having millions of followers, they create, bull flag, bear flag. But if you ask them, just comment them and ask them that why it is a bearish flag or why it is a bull flag, they will never give you an answer for that. They even don't have the answer for that. That why it's a bear flag, why it's a bull flag, because one is an uptrend, one is an downtrend. No, no, but like I'm just asking you something. Like market is let us give some example. Like market is almost at a price discovery right now, okay? And now market is creating this pattern, which most people call like a bear flag, right? Or as an example, like this is one thing and this is the second thing. Like market is at a price discovery and now creating this pattern, which most call it as a bull flag. I just need an answer, like why they call these patterns as bear or bull flags. Did anyone before giving you answer for that, like why it is like that? I know, man. Esther, Binance is listing Esther. Don't worry about it. We already took that trade. Leave it. Leave Esther for now. Give it some time. I'll share you Esther. Don't worry. I'll share the Esther setup. I'm asking something more important here. This is what people are. They want the trade right away. Right away, they want the trade. If I'm telling them something which is more important for them for the rest of their trading journey, they won't listen to that. Just give me the Astro trade right now. I need some few bucks. Oh man. Because one is in Sir Astro. I just saw BOS and price action. Hear it, because they open long and short positions. No, no, Momina, it is not like that. People are very, uh, they're very like not responsive at all. Only four or five people are just commenting. I'm not sure. You're not sure. Not a problem. So let me tell you, guys, this is because of the demand and supply. This is the concept of demand and supply. Like if the market have created the demand like this much of demand, it should have to rebalance this supply somewhere. And it doesn't really matter. People also creates these lines like this as a demand, and we're gonna copy paste that. Like we're gonna make a clone and we're gonna paste it over here, that we have the supply towards here, so this will be the zone. But it doesn't work like that. The market can uh, clean this demand only in this small correction, only in this small consolidation. And this is the secret. This is the secret that people have no idea. They only they just have listened somewhere. They draw the flag. One second, I'll tell you something very interesting now. And you have seen that in most of the influencers that they draw. What they do is like they'll create where is the flag? Okay, I'm just giving you an example, right? It's not a proper flag, but they'll create the flag like this. Okay, and they'll create that they're doing some scalping. So they create. Oh, it works. It works. Okay. Oh man, it works. Okay. So what I was saying, that they create like this, and then they assume that if market have done the breakdown from this level, so the market will correct towards this level. But it's not like that. Why it's not like that? Because if market wants to rebalance this demand, so market doesn't have to come back to this level. Market can do that on its way up. And how to identify that? Identify that, I'll not tell you right now, because that's something very deep. And it's very much lengthy thing to understand the demand and supply concept. But what I just need to tell you guys, that don't fall for bear flag, bull flags kind of stuffs. Focus on, yeah, if that flag is coming to your zone, right? And you see a certain structure break, like a market is creating some good structural break, creating a base price and breakout. Like I shared XPL, yeah, last night with you on my Discord. I told you that XPL is creating some sort of base price. Let us see some XPL thing. 1 second. Yeah, I've shared this chart. So this was I told you that now XPL is creating like this base price. Let it do that, let it do that, because if you see, this is your level, this is your major, like this is your break of structure over here on internal break of structure. If you find it breaking out, you have a retest, you can enter on a retest or on a high break, and like you can easily ride it towards here. And this is not a small move that you're going to play for from the break of structure. It's almost 20%. So it's not in like the trades are not difficult. The only thing is execution. If you listen to me, if you understand me on my charts, you at that time you're thinking, yeah, it's very easy, we can also do that. But at the time of execution, you are missing some points. You take the entries on breakouts without even realizing that, because the Esther, I had some confusion with Esther. Not confusions, but some what you say that I sometimes, because of the less sleep, my memory and my vocabulary got so weak that I forgot some words totally. Some concerns, yeah. Look, so easy word, but I forgot. Guys, it looks good, man. Wow. it it took my SL, but still, I'll not be trading that right now. But it's good if you wanted to trade and put your stop loss, so it's not even it's 3%. 3% if you wanted to trade it. You can easily take this trade, or it would be more riskier from these highs break. Then it would be close to 5 6%, 5.5. So it's totally your choice, guy. I'm not taking that myself. I'll give some market some time. But Aster can work good because it's been listed on Binance, so it can give us some spike. Like this is 2.2, 2.3, 10% can be an easy target on Esther. But I want Esther to spend more time up here, create more base price, and I'll be playing this break. I'll be playing this break on Esther. I'll be playing this break on Esther. I'll be more comfortable in playing the clean chart rather than this. But this break, I didn't want Esther to do this. I want Esther to spend more time here. I would be more confident into playing Esther. Right now, I'm not confident into playing Esther. So that's why I'm avoiding. This was something that a no risk trade. I bought it because it had a breakout. You see now I tell you, like this is the trend line. As an example, people draw the trend line differently. Some draw it with the body, some make it with the body. If feel aligned with the body, so that was not like an obvious trend line. Why? Because if we create it with the wicks, so it comes up with the level, aligning with the level, which works well. So I didn't want Aster to do this, and especially the move came also, and this is a news driven move too. So which is like there are two concerns now. So that's why I took the entry on a retest. I shared it to you with the elite group, and right after this move, when it was at 2 point something, like 208 something, I told them to make the stop loss at break even. And then when I saw the weakness in the price action at M15, so because it was a short scalp, just to teach them how to execute the trade in the right manner. But when I saw this price action, the weakness, the exhaustion, so I've realized that it can easily take the break even. So it's better to put the stop losses at $2. I've shared the screenshot too. So and it took that so no loss, no profit, but it was just as an execution, because I would be more comfortable that if there would be no news on Aster, and it would be have spent more time and then reclaim above this. So I would be more confident into trading Aster. So this is about Aster for now. But if you wanted to trade, I already told you on this high break you can play towards 1 second. On this high break, you can trade it towards these highs easily. Like it can easily gives you the target towards 230. It would be a risky thing, because after a high break there is no point for Esther to come back again into under this range, because if it will coming back or closing under this range, so it means that it had a fake out, and then it can easily go towards these lows. Or if it would be back under this range, then you have no levels like at 100, like this one 100 and like 1.5, something like that. So that's why you need to understand, like if on a breakout you're playing on a breakout, there must be a continuation. If on a continuation market is providing continuation, that means now it doesn't have to come back again into that range, so now there is no point taking the SL. You understand that? Like if market is providing the breakout and the continuation, then there is no point left in the market for the market to coming back into this range. So why to give market your SL when you already know that there is no point? Market can do that because this is crypto, the most shittiest market I have ever seen in my life, but there are certain price action concept that you need to understand, that there is no need to give market your SL when the market is not following your plan, right? So it's better to play safe and not give your gains back to the market or your capital back to the market. So it's most important in this kind of market to save the capital rather than to gain more, because I have like received so many DMs from a lot of people that have lost too much just because they were holding the shit coins, and they don't want to sell it when their portfolio is already in 70% loss. They wanted to invest more into those shit coins to to make their portfolio, so that because they cannot quit, like they cannot take these loss, they were not accepting it to be their loss, like. So I told them that why you want to invest more. Just accept it. It's your loss. Just accept it. Sometimes trading, most of the times trading teaches us in a very hard way. We learn it from a very hard way from trading, and we'll never understand it before we face any loss. To be honest, we also don't look for flags, as you always said. These things does not work at all. Yeah, actually, I never trade on the trend line breaks. I trade with the internal structure break that are aligning with the trend line. So there are some aspects that we cannot fully ignore the trend lines actually, but people don't know how to understand the concept of these trend lines. They work. They work. It's not like they won't work. They trend lines. They what they represent. As I told you that the flags represent. One second. As I told you that the flag represents the demand and supply thing, and the trend line, gives us some intuitions if you have learned the price action. So the trend lines shows us the liquidity pools, the pools where the smart money or the liquidity have been absorbed. So, but you need to combine it with so many things. That's why I told the people who don't learn, who just learn that this is a trend line. Yeah, okay, it's fine. This is a trend line. We can just draw this and trade when it's breaking out, when it's doing a retest on a trend line. Perfect entry, and just take this entry. You know what market will do? Because like you on a retest, more 1 million people have bought this trade. Market will show them, yeah, you did an awesome entry, man, like I did, like I did today. And then market will take your stop losses and will be back in this range. So this is what the market and the reverse psychology works. How do you understand this? I need answers from all the people who are listening to this stream. I want to make this stream very short, like in just 20 minutes I'll sum up the whole market, and we I'll just tell you how to trade these market. I'll just show you a few charts, but tell me about this trend line thing. How do you get it now? True, sir, I have learned very hard lessons till now. Absolutely. Me too. Guys, please respond. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Sir pump, sir pump token. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you every token, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Yes, sir, understood that trend lines doesn't matter. Trend line matters. I told you, Momina, I told you that trend lines matters, but we have to combine them with so many factors that people don't know. As I told you that what Esther did, Esther break the trend line, retested it, people jump in, Astro went up, and then market take their stop losses, and it can easily come back again, took these lows as well, and then go back again up. So it's quite possible, because I don't like these kind of moves on a trend line from nowhere, and especially when there is a news driven move. So market can easily fade that thing up. What is the question again? No, but the question was, Ben, that I asked that now you guys understand that there is no point to trade only on trend lines break, because that's mostly 99% are trap for the retailers. Because like you, if you trade the trend line breakout, more million people or traders will be trading on the trend line breakout too, but they don't understand like how and when market should do a trend line breakout, how and when market should do uh, as I told you, that this breakout on a trend line, I'm not comfortable. I was not comfortable. I even told on the group of elite that I don't like this breakout of a trend line, but we'll risk. If it retested, we'll take a risk just in case. And it's still in the range, no, nothing changed. Took our stop losses, but also that's also in profit, so we don't worry about that. So this was the question actually. uh okay, makes sense. Yeah, yeah. So what I was saying, that we need to understand that if market is doing a trend line break, so we need to combine it with the price action and see how it's being grabbing and respecting these liquidity pools, these pools, like these levels. And retailers also do this, that when they saw this rejection on a yeah, on a confirmation, they do the sell trade, and market did opposite. So market always runs opposite to your thinking. As people, most people think they take the trades, and their directions are fine, like their direction, like as an example, I took this Astro trade. My direction was fine. My direction was fine. Stop loss was not even 2%. My direction was fine towards like 14% profit. But what happened was that market, but market take your losses, take your stop losses, and go on your the directions that you already know. But this is what market does, so you need to be cautious about it, that don't give your gains back to the market when the market is already at the major highs. So now we'll sum up to the market right now. So Bitcoin looks fine. Bitcoin looks absolutely fine. You have this if I'll share you like how you can trade on this market. On Ethereum, okay, so I'm seeing a small, on a like an hourly chart, I'm seeing a bit weakness in Ethereum for now, but on a higher time frames, it's absolutely fine, absolutely bullish. If you see any weakness on lower time frames, on a lower, like an hourly chart, if you see any weakness on lower time frames, that doesn't mean that now market will be starting to do correction. Don't think like that. Market, if you see weakness, market can easily get the wick, and then ride its own trend. This is what the trap that the future traders or the ones who do leverage market plays with them, because they don't see what market is doing on a higher time frames, and they just trade on the lower time frames structure or the price action. They just trade it, but they don't know the psychology that market works in the direction of the higher time frames. Market respect that most. So this is what. So now if we need to trade Ethereum, or if this market, like this kind of market, so what we need to do, we have to play the breakouts move. We can just buy the breakouts and play from the levels to levels, but it's a risky thing. So that, as I told you, that these are not the places when you go all in. Even if your stop loss is 1%, 2%, still you're not going to go all in. This is something stupidity if you're gonna do like, oh, it's just 1%, let me go all in. No, if you are doing that, you're like making your discipline bad. And you in trading, discipline is everything. if you are not disciplined with your set of rules in trading, at the end of the day, you will become a gambler. So you need to understand this. Whether it's a 1% SL or a 100% SL, the rules are rules. You need to respect that, regardless of what. So we can what we can you can do, like you can plan on a breakouts and or a retest, like breakout or a retest, and then your stop loss. As an example, like even if you wanted to just enter on a breakout, then just give market some time, little bit time, because sometimes what happened was like breakout, right? And then another candle closed back under this. Take the stop losses who played the breakout and break even thing, and on the next candle, market, going back again towards its highs. So you need to understand this. Like if you are trading on a breakouts, so you need to have the patience to give a little bit time to the market to play at least towards your major levels. So this was Ethereum, but I don't think it's a good, like, 3% move. Yeah, it's fine. Like if even if you're investing, what do you say, like 10,000, so you're gonna get 300, something like that. It's fine. Like 3% is fine, but the thing is still, like if it's a 1% SL, then it's 100%, $100 loss too. So it's a 1:3 risk to reward. So but it's quite possible that if Ethereum will be breaking these highs, so 5,000 and beyond, a little bit beyond, wouldn't be a problem for Ethereum. So if you wanted to play a breakout on Ethereum, so one second. Okay, so after this breakout, it's still you have the better play, bigger play with Ethereum. Like you can trail your stop loss with this structure towards 5,000. First, you can take like 6, 7, 5 to 7, 8% on Ethereum is a very extremely healthy move. But as I told you, that I'll not be risking much, but maybe small or maybe not. I'm not sure about it because it's a Monday. I want to give some time to the market right now. It's a no setup for me at these highs when market is going up there. So it's not a setup for me. But most of you, I can miss many setups. I can do because I have earned the major moves onto my major most of the coins. All right. So now after my take profits, market have just did this. So why should I have to worry? Why should I have to worry? So it's better for me that if I wanted to play, either I'll be playing above these highs, or either this will be the area where I'll be looking to add some Ethereum. This one. So this would be the area where I'll be, adding some positions into Ethereum. Just give me one second. Okay, sorry. So this is Ethereum. Like I told you, the demand zone for Ethereum, if you look at Solana, so Ethereum is looking better than Solana if I got a major shakeout in the market next time. So I'll be eyeing more on Ethereum than Solana. Like at this time, I was eyeing more into Solana, but still I had a bigger bag of Ethereum. But in this dip, obviously, like no second choice than Ethereum, the first one. Maybe, yeah, Solana. But Solana is not better than Ethereum in terms of the good looking chart. If you need to see or AVEX, I have drawn this, and it has bounced from exactly from this. I have shared this last night, I think, on the group. I have shared this chart of AVEX, that if AVEX will be breaking down this level, So it can, so the next support or the buying area will be again towards these highs, oh, these lows, uh, with confirmation, with confirmation. If you look at SUI, SUI, as I told you, like, wait for the $4 break, wait for the $4 break, and then trade SUI. You will have a good, run towards, like, it's a better run, not a clean place to trade SUI, but this would be the ideal play. 25% on SUI, easy play would be towards these highs on SUI. Link again. You see, I have seen most coins formed, these kind of similar patterns, like, and I like them. I like them. Like, this is what the pattern that market in major coins are, drawing these same patterns. These same patterns break out and then forming consolidation above these highs, which is kind of good. So now, if you see, if market is running on a strength, so if your coin have this kind of, you just, screenshot this or watch this stream after this, because it's recorded, so you can watch this live stream too. If your coin have this pattern, you just understand this, and you see this reclaiming above, or you see a breakout on these highs, you can just, get in, you can just get into your coin for any level, like these highs towards these highs, book something on any highs, so that you'll not feel missing out, you'll not feel missing out from any move, right? Because I don't like to trade the breakouts play mostly, but sometimes if I had to play, sometimes I had to play to teach the team. So I do that because I don't care if I miss out any move. I don't care. I know it very well that even if market, do whatever it wants, I know it very well that I have my day. I have my day. You know, we were adding Solana, but very small when the market was green or at these highs. We were adding small, very small, but then we didn't add it. But Solana have moved, so much. We added on the dip at 200, but I sold majority over here at these highs and then added very small, and then were just like riding with the structure, just riding that, and sold at 248, then sold at rest sold at 250. And people on my group were saying that Solana now will be going towards like 400, 500, whatever. But my plan was to go all in the market, but at the right time, at the right time. So patience is the key to understand in this market. It doesn't matter wherever market is going. I know my time will gonna come sooner or later. I have seen many bull markets before. 2016, 2017, 19, 21, even 23 was a smaller bull market, something like Injective have given me almost 47, 50 x's on Injective. I made on into 2022 or maybe 2000, early 2023. I don't remember. So Injective was, I bought it at $1.5 and sold it as $53. Was my first take profit. First take profit on Injective. So was a huge run on Injective. So so the thing is that we haven't started anything yet. As I told you that if your coin is printing this structure, so it's kind of good thing, good pattern, good structure. And why it's a good structure, I'm gonna tell you later. But just screenshot this. If your coin have this kind of thing, you can just take a breakout play or whatever you want. You can just do a breakout play. This was the like shorts liquidity grab, and market rejected from this level. So it looks good, it looks good, it's not looking bad. Link is not looking bad, it looks very good. But I'll not add right now because of BTC. Ondo, more or less kind of same thing. You see this kind of same, but not so good, but it's fine. But if you look at it on a daily, you see this, why I was saying you that pattern, this was the reason, this was the reason. You see this, most of the good coins that can run in the next for the next move, or can provide you a smaller, unless market is not correcting. So these will be the patterns that you need to understand, right? So Ondo is fine. Ondo is fine at a demand zone. This was the demand zone. Now respecting this, so it looks better. ENA, I don't even want to look at this thing, idiot thing. I'll not even eyeing on ENA now. I'll maybe remove it unless it won't give me some. I'll be trading above this point 0.9. I won't trade ENA in between this area. I won't trade it. Just a big no for ENA. I already have. I told you like 6.5. I took everything out and just I'll skip it. I'll skip it. I'll be very selective with my coins. I'll be very selective with my coins. Maybe majority of Ethereums I'll buy. Solana, obviously, as I told you, like some Ondos, Link, small Link, FX, but a very small position into all of these. But majority would be Ethereum, Solana, and I'll play small moves. I put some cash available all the time for me to play these kind of small plays, to invest like 2%, 2%, 3% of my portfolio in these plays. Like we played this 12%, 13% on XPL last time. On a first day on Discord, we played 18% move on Esther and 14% move on XPL. So right now it's just creating a base price, which is good. As I told you, if you see it, breaking these, reclaiming these highs, so it's most likely that it can break these too. Because I have heard a lot of good stuffs about this project, which is XPL, but I'm not too sure, or maybe I'll not gonna trust too much. I have seen so many good projects have faded, but if price action is the better play on XPL would be above this level, above this level, but still you have from this level to this level, it's almost a good 15%, and from this level to this level it's almost the same, like even 20%. So why not to get a small play only if you want? Otherwise I'll not be interested. But I'm just telling you that you if you, because most people understand that these coins will give them more money rather than the good coins, like rather than the high capital coin. It doesn't matter whatever the coin you're trading. You need to understand that that coin must have some strength, must have some uh, probability to recover. Not the coin who can you don't know that whether it will gonna recover or not. You see Eventus is, it's same still over there, no need to even look at it for now. CRV impressed me a lot after after this breakout. Like as I told you, the trend line breakout from the level. So look at CRV breakdown and compare it with Esther. What Esther did, what CRV did, and these kind of moves sustain more longer towards the next level, uh, rather than big trend line breakouts. It's normally ending up into a fake out, and market falls again into the same direction. CRV is looking good, as I have shared it very well, like long time ago, that this would be the area of like point of interest for me, which is 0.85, to look into CRV, to trade CRV. Pump, I will keep that in my mind. I will keep pump in my mind because price action seems good, but these rejections, I don't like it much. But still, like the 1 second. If I look for hourly, yeah, I told you about this pattern, right? So it's same. Pump is good, man. Good. After this area, like point one would be your should be your profit, but we need to see where it'll gonna find its bottom. But it's a good area. Like if it'll come at this level, you can either trade on this or on a reclaim of these highs. on a reclaim of above 7.75. So you have two areas to play pump. You want anything else? I love these lives. Thank you, man. But only, only 19 people are here on Binance. 6,000, 7,000 people watching. I had some energy on these lives. I'm short of my energy. Even on Binance when I was doing live, even if I haven't slept for 2 days, my energy was not down. But now it's with little people, my energy feels like a little down. Enough of the chart, guys. Oh, let us see last thing, which is BTC dominance. What it's doing. I think we have seen that at the beginning of the stream. Okay, now tell me, guys. Tell me, how do you see BTC dominance right now? How do you see BTC dominance right now? You already entered in pump. Okay, you means you entered because you have a setup, right? So if you have any setup to enter into a coin, don't wait. Don't wait for any correction of Bitcoin or something. You don't know. You don't know when it's gonna come. And sometimes, if your coin is in momentum, they will not care about what BTC is doing. They just move. They just move and give you a volume move, and they'll fly. Maybe an interactive live where you are on call with people and they can ask questions. Yeah, yeah, I can do that, but I don't exactly know. I'm less technical guy. You believe me or not, I'm very less technical, so I'm not sure. I'll find that out, how we can do, how I can add, because for that maybe I need your ID, because when I'm opening the live, so it shows me some option regarding to add someone for I think I have this option. One second. What YouTube have? YouTube have something like that. YouTube have something like that, but for that I have to live commentary. Yeah, yeah. Now I can. Yeah, if somebody wants to join, let me know. I can test that. I can test that. One second. Let me. I'm just testing that. Do you guys see that option, like live commentary mode, something like that, or any option to join the live? Just do me a favor and only viewers select by the channel's owner can send message. Oh, so you can see that option of live commentary, and can you press that, or like on Binance, like we have a hand raise option to take these speakers? Do you have any kind these this kind of option? Hmm. Guys, let me know first, fast, fast, so that we can continue on BTC dominance. That's the most important thing. Because if we have this thing in line, like live commentary thing, I need to add someone, but how I can add? Comment, moderation, post on community. I'll find that out. I'll ask GPT to do that for me. Guys, can you see that? Can you like raise your hand for, or like you get any option for commentary, live commentary mode or something? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Can you check that now? Crypto Kick turn out subscribers mode only. Only channel subscriber can send the message. No, I started the commentary thing. Oh, look, I have started the commentary thing, and your comments were, I blocked the comments. Oh man, live. What about the live commentary thing? Are only viewers can be selected by the channel owner can send. Hmm. Live commentary means like it doesn't mean that to speak. It means like, but I'll find that out. They have the option, but I don't exactly know right now. Like we can't join live community though. Okay, I'll find that option. I'll find that option, and we'll see what we can do. So guys, about BTC dominance, last thing, and we're gonna end this live. About BTC dominance, for me, still I'll be eyeing for these levels on BTC dominance to retest at least these highs or these highs. Till this time I will be a bit cautious into buying heavy on my alts, and if I'll be getting another good accumulation thing into my altcoins, then I'll be this time I'll be playing as I'll be holding the swing for a bit longer than casual. I'll be holding them for a good quarter f- quarter four, because people now are assuming that October is there. Market have shown them that this is October. What people are anticipating about October, that October will be bullish, and market will going to go up. So market have already make them believe, and now market is looking very good, phenomenal, no signs of weaknesses, so everything is looking fine. But you have to understand one thing: when things are looking bad, they are not actually bad. When things are looking amazing, they are not actually amazing. So this is the only thing that you need to understand, and this would be the conclusion of our life, that you need to make a note of it, and believe me, you're gonna get benefit out of it if you just understand that when things are absolutely looking amazing, they are not actually amazing. When things are looking very, very, very bad, they are not actually bad. And this is what our life is also all about. Just have audio in background, but I can help you with it after some time, for sure, Ben. Not a problem. You can you have you are on my Discord, right? You're on the Discord, so you can just message on the chat group. We'll figure that out. No problem. Oh, perfect, perfect. So thank you very much, guys. It's been 1 hour of live stream, and most of you were there from the start. So thank you so much for joining this stream. It's recorded, so if somebody have missed some points about any coin, how you can trade on these markets, so that you don't feel missing out. But you need to understand that you can just play with this small risk, to manage your risk, to play with set of rules rather than going all in on breakouts. So breakouts are not the place when you can go all in. But if you are managing your risk, then if your stop loss is small, then you can risk a bit higher, but not you know go blindly, because in crypto most of the breakouts ends up into a fake out because of the sentiment thing. So that's it, guys. That's it from the live. I hope you like it. If you like it, so please, if you haven't pressed the like button yet, I hope you haven't pressed that yet. So do like this stream and do share that. But thank you so much for joining it. Thank you so much for joining it. I love you all. I'll be doing the same lives every time, like, because a lot of people, when I shared that group thing last night, so a lot of people were thinking that maybe now I'll be focusing. Obviously, I'll be focusing on them because they want my value, so I'll give them the value that they have given it to me. I'll try to give them more value in return. That's what my, if I that's what I like. My nature is all about. Like if somebody have given me a glass of water, so I'll try to return back a plate full with food to them. So this is how life is all about. This is what, like, I have been trained from a very childhood. This is how I've been trained to return back in better way that you got. So this is what we'll do. So thank you so much, guys. Love you all. I hope you have joined the Discord. It's free for all of you, and I'll be sharing the free updates. But obviously, there must be a certain edge for the ones who want the close attention to, because that's something, a deep knowledge kind of a program, like a trading mastery program that I have launched like yesterday. So that's something next level. But obviously, whenever it will be your time, we'll plan that next time. Not a problem. Thank you so much. Bye bye, guys. Thank you.